Allison, it's Thursday, and so you know what that means. It's time to talk about theater. Someday I'll actually plan out these videos before I start making them so I can tell you how many parts they're gonna be in, but for right now, lots. Lots of parts. Part 1. You had to have known that the first thing that I was gonna ask you was, why? Why is Manitoba in some sort of weird time warp? Part 2. If you want to make a bookshelf, then make a bookshelf. Sure, it might only hold your Lord of the Rings and Harry Potters, but what else does a bookshelf really need to hold? Part 3. Dude, always find out what kind of wood you need before you buy it. Lumber's expensive. Part 4. See, past me, if you had asked, would have suggested that you make really, really good friends with your theater department at the U of R. Because I'm sure your theater shop was full of just scary saws that you could use if you needed to. And this is why you always need a best friend who's a techie. Quickfire parts, I've already forgotten where I am. Part 5? I would love to talk to you about The Fault in Our Stars, but that would be an entire video on our own, and I just don't have time. There's too much theater to talk about. Part 6? So now we're gonna get into the nitty-gritty of what I actually do during rehearsals as a stage manager. Mainly my job is to be quiet and take a lot of notes. And some of the notes that I have to take are blocking notes. So once you get into rehearsal and actors have done all their table work to figure out their motivations for all of their characters and the actions and what they're playing, then you start moving around the stage, or blocking. And one thing a stage manager has to do is write down everybody's movement on stage, so if the next time you run through it, an actor has no idea where they're supposed to be in the space, then you just go to your notes and find out for them. But when I say you write down all of the movements on stage, I mean you write down all of the movements on stage. And every once in a while, plays that you work on have scenes with content. Try to be delicate because I know my mom watches this. And yes, this week in rehearsal I was writing down everybody's movements, including, spoiler alert, a sex scene. Which is hilarious. Not because it will actually look hilarious on stage. Our actors have actually been very, very professional about the whole thing. But the easiest way to make something sexy not sexy at all is to have to describe in detail what everybody's doing. So if, when we come back to the scene, the director needs to know if he took off her sweater or she undid his buttons, I have it all written down. So basically, one of my jobs as a stage manager is to make even the sexy things as technical as possible. Part 7? As you know, Allison, all the theater that I've done so far out of school has been independent theater. I don't have my first professional contract starting until April. And with independent theater, we rely heavily on grants and fundraising so we can actually make some money at what we do. My theory is I've gone into every show expecting $0, and so then anything I've got after that has just been a win. But what I'm really excited about is this. I know that you know what this is, Allison. You recognize it. It's my bridesmaid's dress from Sarah's wedding. And this weekend, Live 5, which is the independent theater amalgam that I've been stage managing for, is doing their annual No Wedding Wedding fundraiser. It's all the fun of a wedding without the boring bit of a ceremony. Which means I get to wear this, and I am so excited. I think that's it. I have a day off to enjoy, and by enjoy, I mean do absolutely everything else that I don't have time to do during the rest of the week. And seriously, Allison, let me know what that email said. I'm really curious now. And Allison, I'll see you on Tuesday. Crap, part 8. Sorry, Allison, I totally forgot. Look, I got my headshots in this week. Aren't they so professionally done?